One. Oh, I love this. Retired at 17, all thanks to my brand new business scheme.
Hey Anthony, what are you doing over here? Is this your new business?
I'm actually glad you asked, Parker. This is my brand new printer.
You mean you sell printers?
No, that requires effort. See, I'm literally printing money.
That doesn't work.
Sure it does. Watch.
Wow, a new $100 bill. But I mean, this doesn't work economically, you know?
Sure it does.
No, Anthony, let me show you.
Where are we?
We're in the future. I'm showing you how printing money hurts our economy.
It kind of looks like we're in the exact same place.
Alright, don't get too over analytical. We don't have a big budget.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry.
I mean, I got 100.
No, I'm sorry. If you keep adding money to the economy, our economy will fall. The dollar will depreciate and inflation will rise. This is bad. Anthony, we can't do this. If you take Germany, for example, after World War I, they had a period of time which was called hyperinflation. This hyperinflation is when, quite literally, they needed wheelbarrows of money to buy things such as bread.
Okay, so how is money added to an economy without just completely destroying it?
Well, you see, that's in the hands of the Fed. The Fed control it properly.
And now when you say properly, does this mean that they just take bales of money, go in planes and throw it outside major cities and, just call it a day?
No, silly, that would be ridiculous. The Fed controls what you call the bond market, and they sell and buy bonds.
Well, what's a bond?
Good question. A bond is like a loan to someone with promise that they will pay it back with more money. Anyways, if the Fed wants to put more money in circulation, they will buy bonds, and to shrink the money supply, they will sell more.
Well, that's all nice and fun, but how am I supposed to get money to pay off this money suit?
Well, there are multiple ways you obtain money without crashing the economy. For instance, you can go out and get a job. You can start a business. And once you gain some capital or money, you can invest in a multitude of assets.
Whoa. What's an asset?
Well, an asset is an item with a value that one buys with the expectation of a greater future value.
Oh, you mean like my jet ski? Hey,
no.
Cue the picture of the jet ski.
No, Anthony. Your jet ski is probably a liability or a debt. That means you're going to have to pay it off in the future. An asset would be something that gains you money, like loaning it out.
Why would I let people borrow my money? And how would I make money off this to pay off this stupid suit?
Well, what happens is you get interest on the original amount of money that you lend out. Interest is a percentage of the original amount. So not only do you get the interest, but you also get the original amount back. Therefore, you made money.
Wait, so what you're saying is all I have to do is give my money to someone and they'll give me more money back? This is better than the printer.
Not exactly, Anthony. You need to take into account the time value of money. This is the idea that money right now is worth more than the same amount of money in the future, and it all depends on the interest rate.
That seems very interesting. You like that?
No, please never do that again.
Okay. Well, who decides these interest rates that you're speaking of?
Well, actually the people do. If we look at a graph of the loanable funds market, we'll see exactly what happens.
I'm having some loanable fun just listening to you. Yeah.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. However, if you look here, you can see what happens if the demand for this curve shifts. If it goes right, you can see that the quantity of loanable funds rises along with the interest rate, and vice versa if it shifts left.
Alright, I'm gonna go do that right now.
Whoa, slow down there, buddy. There are many other forms of purchasing assets that can make you money. For example, you can buy bonds and stocks.
Like my boy, Jordy Belford.
I've been getting dirty money, Jordan Belford.
Yes, however, he was selling stocks or portions of companies that never existed.
What do you mean portion of the company? Like, if I buy a stock, do I get like a desk chair that they owned?
No, Anthony, you get a portion of the company. Quite literally, you own a piece of the company.
So how do I actually make money off of this?
Well, there are only a certain amount of stocks available for every company, and people buy and sell these limited stocks. If the company is doing good, or people have a good feeling that it will do good, the value will go up. Or you could even bet against the company. That's called a short.
Why would someone do that? That seems extremely pessimistic.
Well, say that someone believes that a company is going to fail. They will short the company and will make money off the failure. People actually did this in the housing bubble burst in 2008, where they received $20 of return for every dollar they put in.
That's crazy. And I actually think I heard about this housing bubble. Tell me if I'm right. Well, what I learned was that due to the low interest rates that we talked about earlier, and everyone telling people that the housing market was a safe investment, a bubble was created in the housing market, which eventually had to pop.
Wow, Anthony, that was great. Who taught you that?
Miss Asher.
Yeah, she's great.
I do have one question though.
What?
Are you in the market for a money suit?
No. Well, say that someone believes that a company is going to fail. They will short the company and will make money off the failure. People actually did this, and the housing... I can't. Make money off the failure. People... Company is going to fail. They will short the company and will make money off the failure. People... Nice job, Anthony. Who taught you that? Wow, Anthony, that was great.
This is so going in the bloopers.